Gav again. We are back. Yes, we are back. First video in God knows how long. Update. Well, really not much of an update other than laptop's dead. The iPad that I was doing the video editing basically has no more memory, so I can't edit and do videos. So I'm doing everything on my phone. I'm still learning. I didn't even know I had a video sort of editing software on my phone, so bear with me as I play around with it and try and figure out how to make it work. Really all we've been doing is just cleaning parts. You know, working on the Dodge, working on the Jeep parts. So things like, if you've been following on the Instagram, which you should be on, which is Olive Drab Garage, which is Olive_Drab_Garage, you'll see all the bits and bobs that I've been doing. So this is one of the things I've been doing. This is for the Dodge. I had an issue here where I had a hole in the bottom of it, and I can't even find where I did it now. But I had a hole sort of running in the bottom corner here, and I did that repair. This pain in the butt nut was jammed in there. This thing, it's got an NFT nut. I've got to find where I can get one in Australia, otherwise I'm going to have to buy one from overseas, but it's completely stuffed, and it was jammed in there, and it took me a while to get that out. So just little things like that, working on things like that, working on things like this. Okay, this was rusty as heck, so we had to sandblast that, clean that all out. That's the tube that goes with it. So give it a clean, painted it up. So we've got to wrap that stuff up tonight so that it doesn't turn to crap. But yeah, I bought myself a little sandblaster, like a desktop sandblaster. It's a 110 litre sandblaster, second hand. Played around with it for a while and couldn't figure out why it wasn't working and why it was doing the things that it did, and did a whole bunch of research, and basically found out I needed a cyclonic vacuum attachment for my shop vac. So I just made one out of a bucket, a tube that come in at a like straight in, but it has a 45 angle on it. So just this plumber's tube, basically, like the same sort of thing you use for your dunny in a way, and it spins it around. So it sucks the dust out through the top, and all the heavy stuff will sink to the bottom. So that creates a negative pressure, so to speak. So it sort of sucks the air out, gets all the dust out. So when it's all cleaned out and you got a new bag, it works really good. But then I've run out of the little clear plastic things for it. So these things, as you can see, they're stuffed. So working through that, so they're buggered. So they're all in the bin. They're going to go off in the bin tomorrow and clear it all out. And yeah, so just cleaning bits basically. We didn't really do much over the Christmas break because we had some pretty full-on weather. We had a tornado. First time I think in history there's been a tornado being recorded on the Gold Coast. It came pretty close to our place. It was pretty scary, very wild. It was just non-stop lightning. It was deathly silent, and then right before it hit, it's just like they say. It is like a freight train. It's like hearing a freight train coming. It's just this dull roar, and then as it gets closer, it just gets louder and louder and louder, and then all of a sudden it just boom, it just hits it, and it hit the house. And I was standing there at the glass window watching it and saying, get everybody in, shut all the windows, you know, do what we normally do when a big storm comes through. But this was different. We just knew something was different about this storm. And yeah, I was sitting there at the window, and the window actually pressed back and touched me on my nose, and I was like, oh shit, I think this is going to be really bad. And within a couple of seconds, it was just roaring, and it felt like the roof was going to come off the house, and we could feel the house shaking and vibrating because it's on stilts. And cut a long story short, yeah, it damaged our roof. Our roof was already had some issues from previous storms, and we seem to have a real issue getting tradies out here to to fix things up. They don't want to come out here, even though we're only a couple of minutes, 20 minutes drive from Gold Coast. You know, no one wants to come out and fix stuff. So I tried to go through the insurance company. That went on for ages. The assessors came out, and then apparently the assessors say it's a maintenance issue. We're not going to do anything. And I've since found out that there's so many people with damaged homes because of that tornado. Some people lost their homes. Some people lost their roofs entirely. Some people don't even have nothing, really. They've got nothing to go back to. And, you know, they're still living in hotels. And this happened Christmas afternoon, Christmas night. Last year, and we're in what are we in April now? So, you know, the insurance company doesn't want to pay for it because it's gonna bankrupt them. So they're just pushing all the little ones back and concentrating on all the major stuff. So I know people still have tarps on their roof. We've got a tarp on our roof. You know, I don't know how long it's going to last. Whether it's UV resistant tarp or whatnot, or whether it's going to break down and create issues, but with the way things are and the cost of things in the world today, it's not going to get done anytime soon. And of course, it's gone on and pushed all the projects back. So all I can really do is what I have been doing, which is just cleaning parts. You know, I've got a box of parts there that I've been hammering away at in the sandblaster, and yeah, it's a game changer. I'm just done all this stuff. I've just done the engine mount and the cross member, which is just sitting up drying. If you can see, there's the engine mount down there, okay, and there's the cross member sitting up there drying. So I did that. I'll get this to sit because it's sitting in my vise. My phone's sitting in my vise to get that to sit. So I did that with wire wheel. This one here. All right. I don't like doing it with wire wheels. That cabinet's not big enough to obviously take that stuff, but I don't like doing wire wheels because it just puts crap everywhere. There's dust everywhere. The garage is just literally covered in dust. It's not good, obviously, and I get covered in crap, and you know I don't like being covered in crap. I'm getting a bit old for that sort of stuff, but yeah, we've been doing things like sandblasting bolts. Okay, once again, rather than wire wheeling, sandblasting is just a better way of doing it. Okay, DPDC, mark bolts, doing things like that. Cleaning things up, working on the frame that's out there. I've done a little bit of wire wheeling on it out there, but it's at that stage now where we need to cut the rivets out. There you go, another hoon going through town, you know, because why not? Yeah, we've got to cut the rivets out on that frame, pull the two inner C-channels apart, okay, because there's rust inside that's starting to actually push them apart and separate them. There's some rot that needs to be cut out. So unfortunately, it's not going to be an original frame. I'm not one of those lucky blokes that got a good condition frame. My frames are pretty bad condition, so they'll be bolted back together. But that's kind of where we're at. We're still doing bits and bobs. I guess you can see this is the support leg that I made. That I made a little bit too short. This is like 5 mil too short. So I got to cut it and re-weld it. But this is for the front of the Dodge frame, so I can get it up off the ground and start putting all the springs on. And as you can see over there, that's where the springs. I just did the spring pack tonight. So this one here, okay. So this is the spring pack that I've done front for my Dodge, new bolts. Unfortunately, when I was pulling it apart, I snapped this bit off here. So I just bodgy welded it on. Yeah, you know, let's just get it built, really. That's kind of where we're at now. But yeah, no, it come up good, you know, so as you can see. So I finally got a spring pack for the Dodge, ready to go. All I need to do, guys, is I've got pins and bushings. I've got the shackles I've done in the sandblaster, and once I get all that frame pulled apart, cleaned up, and get bolts, because another thing it's hard to get in Australia is imperial size bolts to fit those holes. I mean, I could go metric, but why go metric? You know, it's an American vehicle. It's supposed to have imperial size fittings on it, so we might as well put imperial size fittings on it. So once I got those bolts, and I can bolt that back in and obviously paint it. And I'm killing myself about this painting. I really want to get stuff painted, but it's like every time I go to do it, we've got something to do on the weekend. We've got to go somewhere. We've got to get a tyre put on a new car, or we've got to get, and now like this weekend, it's like rain, threats of rain. You know, it's like, come on, guys, it's April. Get rid of the storms. I'm sick of it. I love a good storm, but it's just I had enough of the rain, had enough of the storm crap. So tonight's kind of one of those nights where it's like, do we do it? Do we not do it? Do we? Because it's got to be washed down with the pressure washer. The frame's been sitting outside for about 4 years now, so there's probably some dirt and crap on it. So I'll pull that rotting canvas cover off of it, and we'll give it a wash and give it a clean. But I need a day when it's sunny but not too hot and not too windy, and that's exactly the weather I've been having now. It's either really hot, it's windy, or it's bloody raining. And like today was supposed to be rain, and I think tomorrow's supposed to be rain, and then there's rain for the rest of the week, or threats of rain for the rest of the week. And then when you're coming home at like 6 o'clock at night after getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning, as you can see, I am stuffed. I'm tired all the time. It's hard to get motivated. But, you know, anyway. So, guys, another dragging on video. I talk too much. Yeah, I'll show you the video of the bits that we just cleaned up tonight. And I apologise for the really bad editing, the really bad filming, and whatever else that's really bad on this video. Like I said, I'm using my phone. I've never used the phone to do the videos in editing before. I hope it comes out okay, and yeah, thanks for watching. Like I always say, guys, get out there, work on your gear, even if it's a couple of minutes each day. Subscribe, like, share, comment. Give me some tips if you know there's ways that I can do things better, or tools that I can buy that are better, or techniques, whatever. Please give me a shout. I'm just a knucklehead bashing around in my garage. I don't really particularly know what I'm doing half the time, but I'm just having a crack at it. So yeah, hope you enjoy, and thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch up with you in the next video.